Hey guys, welcome to another edition of 2-Bit Talks. I'm here with my man 2-Bit Jesus. I'm Jonathan, and we're gonna discuss a offshoot of E3, and we're gonna talk about E3 2017 Skyrim Edition.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the E3 of Skyrim, and everybody is talking about how if it exists, Skyrim is going to be put onto it. So
Yes.
not only did Bethesda come out and announce give more information about Skyrim for the Switch, which was in all those promos for the Switch when it first came out, and talk about some of the gameplay mechanics and how the Joy-Cons work, like shooting bows and stuff like that. But they also infiltrated Sony's E3 and talked about how they were going to put Skyrim on the PlayStation VR. So we're going to have VR Skyrim. Now, Microsoft talked about Fallout 4 VR, I believe, and that's been in the ether too. But Skyrim was everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's funny how Bethesda must have thought to themselves, wait a minute, okay, we topped ourselves on Skyrim with Fallout 4. That was a huge success. What can we do next? Let's put Skyrim on everything. So like it's interesting and it's a meme. And what did you think, man? Did you think it was too much Skyrim? Do you think we're in the era?
It was way too much Skyrim for my liking. I mean, I like Skyrim, but it was way too much Skyrim for my liking. A couple of things. One, we didn't talk about it because I didn't think it was noteworthy, but here it's important. Bethesda had their conference this year, and it was the drizzle shits. They spent 10 to 20 minutes interviewing people who work at Bethesda and like, hi, I work at Bethesda. It's great. Here's my family. I really like working at Bethesda.
Help me keep feeding my family.
Yes.
Buy Skyrim iOS edition. Buy Skyrim.
They showed a couple of things. Like, one thing I'm worried about is like paid mods, which we're getting free mods now, but apparently it was weird. They had that thing. They haven't really, I think, done a good job of saying what they're going to do with it. They've been kind of vague. They showed some add-ons for some stuff, and again, Skyrim. They talked about Switch Skyrim. Anyway, long story short, I think last year they had a really big E3 because they had a lot of games to show. This year they didn't really have much, but they thought, well, we did one last year, so let's do one this year. So with that out of the way, that was Bethesda's conference. I wanted to mention that. But back to Skyrim, because it's all around Skyrim. That was, I think to this day we're going to even look back and go, why was there video games? So we could have Skyrim.
Right. It all led to this moment. I want to be on the toilet. I'll be punching in numbers on my microwave playing Skyrim. This is what it all led to. This is all my waffle iron. I opened it up and it's the Dragonborn waffle iron. It's like Skyrim, man.
What was that, a 2011 game, right? It all began and ended back then. Adam Korlick of Figured Out Productions on his YouTube channel, he is mentioning how back in the day Sega did a lot of variations of their consoles. Like they had 3 models when they did it, which was Model 1, Model 2, Model 3. And then even after that they licensed it out to other companies and they did it as well. Did different iterations of the Sega Genesis. There's like tons of... It's crazy.
Right.
And his theory was, cranberries, that drink, the cranberries like thing you buy at the store, and how there's tons of different cranberry
different flavors.
He thinks there's this cranberry guy, and he left the cranberry company and went to work for Sega. And
what an interesting theory.
Yeah. What you can have a Sega in your CD player. You can have Sega Genesis in your CD player because there are cranberries. You can have cranberries here. So he did that. And I'm thinking, I'm going to take this theory to the next level. I'm thinking this guy left Sega Genesis and is now working for Bethesda. You know what would go really good with this console? Skyrim. Skyrim would be perfect for this. You know what would go good in your car? Skyrim.
Right.
And it's just like it's overkill with this game. This was a good game, but holy crap, are they like? This thing is just being driven into the ground, like.
And why the sudden renewal and the interest for Skyrim? It's
Is it manufactured though?
Yeah, I mean it must be, right? It must be Bethesda is trying to push it for money's sake because maybe they're pouring into the Switch. Maybe they're trying to capitalize on renewed interest in this game because it was a great game. It was Game of the Year, I think.
And they also released HD remasters for the PS4 and the Xbox One. And I don't know if it's out for the PS4 yet because it's taking a long time because Sony's weird with it. But on the Xbox version of Skyrim, you can have mods.
Right.
And that was the big selling point. Just like the PC, you can get mods. So you can finally get Macho Man dragons flying down at you. Which is what we all wanted. But yeah, there was that, but it just feels like, I don't know, how come we're not getting Oblivion? Or Morrowind, or, why?
I think they're in the process of developing the next Elder Scrolls, and they're probably just propping up Skyrim as a stopgap to keep it fresh in people's minds. Remember, we made this awesome game, and it's part of this series of games, and in between the time now and when the next Elder Scrolls games come out, the next Skyrim comes out, this will tide you over on your new systems, this will tide you over and keep it fresh in people's minds.
But you're going to get to the point where people are like...
Another Skyrim?
Another Skyrim?
Oh really? You're going to put Skyrim
it's
on that?
Weird, yeah, and this is another theory I have. I think Bethesda's having some growing pains right now. Because, I mean, it's not like they're a really, really small company and all of a sudden they've been slowly growing up to this point. But I think Bethesda's at a point now where they're reaching EA/Activision levels of how big they've become. They're one of the major publishers now. And I think especially like with their E3 conference this year, they definitely stumbled over themselves and all that. And I think they're learning to... I think they've gone from being a company that makes great games to a big, gaming publisher, because they have a lot of, it used to just be Fallout and Elder Scrolls, but now it's Fallout, Elder Scrolls, we didn't mention it, but a new Wolfenstein game, which looks awesome, and Doom, and a Dishonored. It's like they have all these other different IPs now under their umbrella, so I think that might be it too, that they're just kind of trying things.
They have to exploit their existing IP, their in-house stuff. It's maximum payoff for minimal effort. In order to port Skyrim to the Switch or port Skyrim to a new system or whatever, or update the graphics, it doesn't cost as much as developing a game from scratch. And it's a way to continue to bring money into the company so that they can fund these new projects and they can keep the needle moving forward. Maybe it's just an easy way to take a very popular game and squeeze a couple more dollars out of it. As long as they're using it to grow their business and keep innovating and making good games, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and we will probably see you next time when Skyrim Xbox One X Edition comes out.
It's like that scene from Half Baked when Dave Chappelle is talking to Jon Stewart and he goes, "Have you ever read the newspaper on weed?" It's like, have you ever played Skyrim on Xbox One S? Like, have you ever? Yeah, I know you played Skyrim, right? But have you ever played Skyrim on Switch? Like, it's just like the new like. I played that game 100 times on my PlayStation 3. I loved it. I put in so many hours just blacksmithing, and it's going to be awesome to be able to get Skyrim on my Switch and build iron daggers while I'm at work or something.
Yeah, the Switch too. Yeah, that's a good addition to it. I think, which also with the Switch edition, you're going to be able to get like a Link-looking character. You have his like Link's outfit and his shield and all that. Honestly, it looks like someone made a mod on a computer and put it on there. It doesn't look all that great. But I mean, again, I think they're overdoing it, but you're right. It's probably going to tide people over until the next one comes out, and then the next Skyrim is going to be ported to every godforsaken system that's out there too. I can't wait for them to come out. It's like, we've been listening to our fans and we decided we need a Skyrim for Atari 2600.
Blocky Skyrim.
We
really had to scale down the graphics.
Yes, but you can still play Skyrim on the Atari 2600.
Right. And as always, be sure to leave comments underneath this video, like and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions at all about gaming, technology, whatever, write them to us at 2bitjesus on Twitter. And as always, guys, stay safe and play on.